Yes, we got, as I said, we had one more article about Rishi Sunak and D-Day. Rishi Sunak issues apology for returning from D-Day ceremony earlier. The Prime Minister gave a speech in Normandy on Thursday morning but did not appear at the main ceremony which 24 other world leaders attended. Rishi Sunak has said it is important to not politicize his returning from D-Day commemorations in Normandy earlier, and he denied that he was planning to skip it entirely. Well, I press X. The Prime Minister was heavily criticized for not being a part of the 80th anniversary D-Day ceremony on Thursday, as he traveled back from France to UK to record a TV interview set to go out next week. Of course, yeah, definitely this wasn't planned. What a joke. Yeah, definitely, this interview definitely was not planned. Trust me, bro. Just get him out of the office already. He has no business being here. Like, this is disgraceful. I would understand if it was some, important family issue or something like that, but this was a simple fucking interview. Like, bro, you can do that any other time of the day. Just, I fail to understand. Anyways, I did what I wanted to do, so we can now continue. I'm gonna open up the chat. There we go. Mr. Yes. He was last seen giving speech mid-morning and was notably absent from the international ceremony on Omaha Beach at 3:30 p.m. that was billed as being attended by 25 heads of state, veterans and officials. Mr. Sunak apologized on Friday morning on social media, said it was a mistake to have not stayed. He then urged people to not turn his mishap into a political weapon, as he faced attacks from other political parties as the election campaign entered its third week, while a D-Day veteran accused him of letting the country down. The PM also denied he had initially planned to not go at all so he could focus on campaigning. Having participated in all the British events with British veterans, I returned home before the international leaders event later in the day, he said. On reflection, that was a mistake and I apologize. No, you do not apologize. You do not think it was a mistake. You're only saying it because the media and people are now giving you the heat. I think it's important though, given the enormity of the sacrifice made, that we don't politicize this. Oh my god, how he's trying to get, slither out of this. Yeah, he's trying to wiggle out of this. The focus should rather be on the veterans who gave so much. What a joke. An absolute joke. Asked if he considered skipping the commemorations entirely, he said that's simply not right. Oh yeah, he definitely considered it, although he knew he would get so much heat. 25% votes, by the way. People still vote for these idiots. The itinerary for these events was set weeks ago before the general election campaign. Of course, I was always scheduled to participate both in Portsmouth and in France. I was proud and privileged to do so. He earlier wrote on this social media, the 80th anniversary of D-Day has been a profound moment to honor the brave men and women who put their life on the line to protect our values, our freedoms and our democracy. This anniversary should be about those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. The last thing I want is for commemorations to be overshadowed by politics. I care deeply about the veterans and have been honored to represent the UK at a number of events in Portsmouth and France over the past 2 days, and to meet those who fought so bravely. After the conclusion of the British event in Normandy, I returned back to the UK. On reflection, it was a mistake to not stay in France longer, and I apologized. A number 10 spokeswoman said the Prime Minister was always scheduled to attend D-Day commemorations, including the UK National Commemoration event in Normandy, and it is incorrect to suggest otherwise. Normandy veteran says Sunak let country down. Yes. D-Day veteran Ken Hay, 98 years old, who was captured as a prisoner of war weeks after June 6, told Sky News he lets the country down. It's not the representation of how we are trying to weld things together to keep the peace. He said Mr. Sunak has decided to pay out. Let them get on with it because I want to stand in the election. I want my seat back, indeed. Scottish Conservatives leader Douglas Ross said the commemoration was a crucial moment in our history, and it was right that he apologized. Oh my god, just get them out, get the entire party out, just bomb them to ground, disband, have them all work as a fucking dumpster workers or something like that. Garbage truck drivers. Get these clowns out of UK. As one poster put it, this story seems razor-guided to cause the most amounts of damage for the Tories. Indeed, it all makes you wonder why on earth the Conservative team didn't see this coming. Because they are stupid. Stupid. He thinks cleverly but not politically. It's the same for his advisor, says one former cabinet minister. What do you mean clever? He thinks like a total idiot. He thinks politically, not cleverly. But with old hands like David Cameron around, it still beggars belief that someone didn't sound the alarm around the political risk of being seen to duck out early from such a high-profile event. The explanation from source in the Tory campaign is that the itinerary was set weeks before the elections was called, so Rishi Sunak was never due to attend the afternoon event at Omaha Beach. Many will question the judgment of a British Prime Minister missing a D-Day gathering with international leaders like Joe Biden, even when not in an election period. So that leaves Rishi Sunak facing the difficult questions, and the campaign potentially delayed for days with policy messages brought it out. It also leaves Penny Mordaunt in a tricky situation for tonight's 7-way debate. The Commons leader represents Portsmouth, somewhere with a large military presence, and is a Royal Navy reservist herself. After a smooth week or so for Sunak, this is the biggest bump in the campaign so far. Yeah, and unless the Labour does any, oopsie themselves, then this should be the killer blow for any hope of re-election. Just don't give your vote to the Reform UK. Like, there's always a chance they would, make a deal with the Tories and rule the country and keep fucking Euro, and they would gladly send their youth to the, mandatory military. Veterans Affairs Minister Johnny Mercer said the PM leaving early was a major mistake. I hit my table. And after speaking to Mr. Sunak this morning, he told The Sun, he knows this is a mistake. Obviously, you can imagine how I felt as the Veterans Minister when this happened, he said. He also accused the reactions from other politicians as being for outrage and pretty nauseating, because he said many have done nothing but make my life difficult trying to improve veterans' fare. Parties attacked Sunak, other political parties used this mistake to attack Mr. Sunak, saying it was the dereliction of duty. Sir Davy, the Liberal Democrat leader, posted on Twitter after Mr. Sunak's apology, saying, one of the greatest privileges of the office of the Prime Minister is to be there to honor those who served, yet Rishi Sunak abandoned them on the beaches of Normandy. It is a total dereliction of duty and shows why this Conservative government just has to go. Reform UK leader Nigel Farage said D-Day is one of our top ever achievements, and if Mr. Sunak was not prepared to go to the international commemoration, that says a lot about him. He added, I was there because I care. I would say I'm much more closely connected to the emotions of this country than he is. So he sent Cameron to stand there, of course. Well, I'm not surprised. Labour Shadow Minister Jonathan Ashworth said, in choosing to prioritize his own vanity TV appearances over our veterans, Rishi Sunak has shown what is most important to him. It is yet more desperation, yet more chaos, and yet more dreadful judgment from this out-of-touch Prime Minister. Labour's leader Sir Keir Starmer told Sky News, for me, it was really important to be there for the whole day. That was the only choice I was going to make. The Prime Minister will have to answer for his choices. Labour Shadow Defence Secretary John Healey has written to Defence Secretary Grant Shapps requesting answers to questions, including when the decision from Mr. Sunak to only attend part of the ceremony was made, whether the TV interview was recorded while D-Day events were ongoing, and if it's true, the French government were initially informed of the PM would not attend. SNP Minister Neil Gray also called it a dereliction of duty and told the Sky News the PM had ill-served the memory of his grandfather who served on D-Day. I think it is utterly appalling and disgusting, Mr. Gray said. I think the offense that will be caused to the veterans community will be great. For the Prime Minister to think that the TV interview was more important than completing those commemorations is an appalling lack of judgment. Yeah. As I said, get them out of the government, and do not let them back. Do not let them back any fucking more. Like, this is a disgusting thing to do. For fucking, you will leave this, commemoration on this very important day. Basically, the one final straw for the Nazis. For fucking TV interview. Yep, disgusting. Disgusting, and hopefully this vote pull. And hopefully this was the final straw for the Tories as well. And they won't, make any miraculous recovery. And hopefully they're gonna fall even below 20%.